The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Michigan, Representative Dingell, for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's good to see you here, Administrator Regan. I suspect you may have wanted to have been in a dental chair more than today, but I hope it hasn't been that bad. I know that there's already been some discussion, but I would like to talk about the vehicle emission standards starting there. Obviously, many of us care about the future of the automotive industry and keeping it here in the United States and keeping the jobs here. And we got to accelerate the domestic development, manufacturing, deployment of EVs and other types of technology. We should be talking about hydrogen and others, which you and I have, to achieve our climate goals, but also maintain our competitiveness with China and other countries. We're competing in a global marketplace, as you and I both know. It's also equally crucial that we ensure that the hardworking men and women who have built the auto industry are not left behind in the transition, and that everybody has access and can buy an electric vehicle, afford it, and be able to charge it. And we want to make sure these vehicles of the future are made here in the United States of America. As we shift towards these clean vehicles, concerns have been raised, some by my colleagues, about a just transition and how we aren't going to leave anyone behind. How do you plan to continue to work with the automakers, labor unions, state and local governments to ensure a just transition and implementation of EPA's vehicle emission standards?
Well, thank you for the question, and thank you for your leadership on this topic, especially helping us connect the dots to the labor and auto workers, to the industry, and those communities that we don't want to leave behind. Listen, as you know, we have really engaged the auto industry to look at the goals of these performance standards. They themselves are indicating that they're diversifying their fleets, their cars are becoming much more affordable, but by no means is this an EV mandate. We are really looking at a stronger penetration of plug-in hybrids, hydrogen, more efficient internal combustion engines. We believe that we're offering the industry the right combination of products to meet and potentially exceed the emission reduction goals that we've set. And we believe that we can do it bringing everyone along.
That's important. I may ask you some more questions for the record on that so we can establish the record on some of the work that's been done. Since you walked in the door of this job, you know that I always talk about water. Safe and affordable water is a basic human right. However, communities with aging infrastructure all across the country, many in Michigan, have faced both lead and the pervasive threat of forever chemicals known as PFAS. I thank you for the work that you've done. You said you were going to do it. I'm pleased that EPA's final drinking water and PFAS Superfund designation rules are strong and that they build on standards which are part of our bipartisan PFAS Action Act. Been long overdue. Can you tell us, as EPA implements these rules, how do you plan to work with local communities, water systems, and other stakeholders on the ground to ensure that these standards are met and that all Americans have access to safe drinking water?
Well, absolutely. Number one, this final rule will protect over 100 million people who are drinking water in this country. Most of the water systems in this country are already meeting the standard, but we are working with the communities that are not, providing technical assistance. We have money that flow through traditional programs. Thanks to your leadership and the President's leadership and to Congress, we have billions of dollars to help smaller water systems, rural water systems, not only comply with this rule, but just provide safe, affordable drinking water to every single person in this country. So there's a combination of technical assistance, bill and IRA dollars, as well as our traditional budget that will ensure everyone is drinking clean water and no one's overburdened, and it's done in an affordable way.
Thank you. I've got 48 seconds, so I'm going to ask you quickly because I'm very proud of the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund, and the Republicans keep making attacks on it. Can you explain how these funds allow EPA to continue to provide strong oversight of the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund and why it does matter?
Well, it matters because Congress granted us the $27 billion to ensure that we could have everyone in this country, low to moderate income, Black and brown and tribal communities, participate in the low carbon economy. We're going to take this $27 billion and pull hundreds of billions of dollars of private capital off the sideline to invest in affordable clean energy. We want to have the right staff to implement this program, and so we need the staff because we didn't get that staffing resource from the Inflation Reduction Act. We got the resources to design the program. Now we need to maintain the program. We've also asked for resources for our Inspector General so that we can continue to partner in terms of oversight and ensuring that it's done the way it was intended to be done.
Thank you very much, and I yield back, Mr. Chairman.